For the financial help you need to arrange for assisted living, nursing home, or home health care for your family, call Elder Care Financial Resources. Elder Care VA accredited attorneys, Medicaid consultants, CPAs, and financial planners will help you qualify for and receive a VA pension to help pay for these expenses. All consultations are free, and we can discuss all your options at a time that fits your schedule. You can improve your retirement and still protect your assets. Call Elder Care Financial Resources today.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm Kenny Fogle here on Channel 6 TV. We're going to continue our Veterans Series, and we're glad you can join us. And we always seek out veterans throughout the county that not only made a difference when they were serving, but still serving today. And today I've got one here with me, and that's Mr. Spoonie Rogers. Spoonie, first of all, thank you for taking the time to be on with us today. And
well, Kenny,
join us off track.
No problem. It's my pleasure. It's a pleasure doing business with you, seeing you around, in and around the Forest Temple. So it's my pleasure just having me here today.
Okay, well, before we get into what you're doing today, let's go back a little bit. I mean, you did spend some time in the military. Tell us a bit about those years.
Yes, I came out of high school June of 1973, and I joined the Air Force, and like I said, I served 4 years, and I left. I went to Lackland, as everybody should know. That's where the Air Force basic training is for some of us. And then I left basic training out of the Air Force, Lackland Air Force Base. And then from there, I stayed there until September of '73. I did my EIT, and I was SP, and that is a security police, unfortunately, but it was a great tour. And I left there, and I spent some time in Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. And then from there, I was fortunate to get assigned to Utapao Air Base in Thailand, in which that was a real fine tour there, and I really enjoyed that.
Well, not only a lot of people like to serve in the military or do serve in the military, it's a dangerous position. The security police is you're not only in combat situation, but you're in a situation every single day. I mean,
exactly, because when we left the States and we flew to Thailand, and then that the pilot had told us to look to the left and right, and we flew over Vietnam. And, that was a scary thing, being a young lad out of high school, 18 years old. And so finally, when we did land in Thailand, it was just it was over in Southeast Asia, like a foreign country, and the smell just turned me off. I mean, automatically, and then the language barrier. But of course, after we got there, that you had the other guys who had in the country for about a year to a year and a half, and so it kind of it sunk in. But just being young and just being away from home, I mean, it was kind of like a weird situation.
Well, it's a culture shock. You get a guy 18, 19 years old directly out of Bardstown, Kentucky, and you put him in the middle of Thailand.
Exactly, and then when you fly over Vietnam, and that was a scary thing, because Vietnam was actually going down. I mean, it still had a few little things happening over there, but I think the main war was actually over. But when I was there in Southeast Asia.
And like I said, anytime you're in a foreign country, especially a foreign country where the culture is so different. I mean, we go to Europe, that's one thing. Go to Africa, that's one thing. You go into Asia, I mean, it's especially coming out from Vietnam.
Exactly, and like I say, being in my AFSC, in which I think it's changed now. The AFSC was considered an Air Force security clearance, and so we had to guard planes, the B-52s, that had nukes on it and things like that. So we seen a lot of takeovers, like Cambodia had failed, so everybody was, Laos and all of them, they was heading over into our base for the camps and things, refugee camps, and it was just getting scary knowing that your time in country was getting close, and then when that time did come, then you get a knock on the door saying that you have to be extended in country, and so it was kind of
We
scary.
never know one day the next, because I remember I had a friend of mine went in the same time I did, and he went to a country, and he said, well, I'm going to a pretty calm country, so I'm in worry about he went to Iran.
Exactly.
And about that time they had the overthrow, so you never know when you're in a country like that, you're a guest, but at the same time, you're almost viewed as an enemy.
Well, going into like a foreign country, and then just like I say, Thailand, Vietnam, and things like that. Like I say, you are a guest, and really you got to go by their rules. If you do something out of the unexpected and things like that, you always got to remember you on somebody else's turf, and you got to go under their jurisdiction. And it was kind of scary a whole lot of times.
Well, I've talked to a lot of veterans, and most veterans don't think they have a good story to tell because they just assume everybody goes through it. But you probably went through a lot of things that people in Bardstown could not even imagine.
Exactly. Like say, you go over and you see the poorness of people, like the Thai people, Cambodians, Laotians, and then even I spent a little time on the way back in the Philippine Islands, but at Clark Air Base, it was more like the States, things like that. But when you in Thailand and people over here on this side of the globe, they should feel very fortunate on the way that we live compared to those folks over there. It's unseen.
So the great Scooty Rogers that left and went to Thailand, he's the same one that came back.
Well, I would say maybe 85% yes, because I've seen some things over there that I really didn't expect to see, especially out of the American soldiers. You see some that come over there, they clean, some that did not leave, some that did come back, and they, the drugs, in which it's all over the world, and it's just memories that you see. And I share this with a lot of people. I'm a Vietnam era vet because I joined under the time frame, but as being a cop, about 20 of our SPs had to fly into Saigon at times of New Air Base. We had to go and pick up some refugees. So if you're considered boots on ground for one day, you're considered a Vietnam vet. But I do not claim that, because the guys who gave up the ultimate, died and everything over, and they got shot at, they were the one that was the real Vietnam vets. So, even though I got papers to show that I did spend that one day boots on ground in times of New Air Base, but I keep that inside of it, because I wouldn't want to go and tell a person that I'm actually a Vietnam vet, in which I am, but I'm a Vietnam Air vet.
Well, like I said, people don't realize when you go to a foreign country, and I've been to some foreign countries that are actually friendly to us.
Yes.
And it's a scary feeling, because you're, like I said, you're under their rules or their customs. You just never know you just feel out of place.
Yes, because Kenny, it was just like, say, when you go to like Thailand or the Philippines or even Germany, in which that was the only place I've actually been, was in Thailand. But on the way home, I spent 2 weeks at the Philippine Islands. But when you go to work as an SP and you strap on your 38, 45, you get your M16 and all that stuff right there. Really, that's just a show, because we are briefed. We do not have the liberty to actually engage that weapon. And I always ask, why are we armed if we can't use it? Because they said it's just a lot of red tape. I seen times when I was on the ECP, there was an entry control point, and I've seen tractor trailers of Thai people that would just come on base and steal them, and we were not even allowed to even stop those people. They just run straight through it. So if we had a shot at them, then I would probably still be over there.
Yeah.
And it's just the way, it's just the way that the government has it set up. So I'm saying, why are we over there if we cannot use a weapon. I guess it's just a decoy.
Young people listening today, would you advise military service for them?
110%, because it learned me a lot. I got to see a lot of things, even though being in the Air Force, I didn't go a lot of places, but just in that one country, seeing a lot and just coming back to the States and sharing things. But you have a big advantage, you know, the young people of today. I mean, the old goal was get out of high school, go to college, get your education. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But now you got to look at the health benefits. The United States government will take care of you. I mean, you can get schooling, benefits, and the whole 9 yards, because it just has a lot to offer. Because I can say right now, I am a 100% veteran because I got hurt while I was in the States when I was in the Army, in which I would tell getting a little bit about that also. But right now, I did not. I was married, and then I had insurance through my wife. But after I got a divorce, my insurance was stopped. But then, being a 100% veteran, Uncle Sam takes care of me with everything. And guys and ladies, that you need to understand, that is a free ticket, but you have to earn it. You got to go in there and soldier and do what you have to do. So it has its pros and cons, but if it worked for Spoonie, I feel like it should work for anybody.
Well, not only as a veteran, because you're a veteran for Spoonie, but you've been a veteran for a lot of other people here. Post 167, you're commander here now. You've helped a lot of other people.
Yeah, Kenny. You know, like I said, this boat has been tilting and rocking and almost sunk. But like I tell everybody, that the flag is still flying here at Post 167. And like I said, I've been a commander since 2010, in which everybody say, "Oh man, that is unseen or unheard of." Well, yes, I'm still holding that position, not because I want to. Yes, I'm a veteran for. I'm a member for 31 years, but Kenny, it's just I'm proud of everything that I've done, and I don't brag. I let everybody else talk about what achievements that I have made with this post and in Georgetown. But the American Legions now, Kenny, you just do not get no participation. It is rough.
Well, veterans look at things different now than they did for years. But again, you've got an organization here provided for people. A lot of times they don't think about being a veteran unless they've got PTSD or looking for veterans benefits. But you've got other people that they can share stories with.
That's right. And just like you said, a veteran, if you're a true veteran, it's not what you can get on the other side of the table. It's what you can give out. And then, like I tell people that all the time, and God bless all of the members from Post 167 and 121 all around the world. A big percentage of them are in the graveyard now. Those are the true soldiers, in which, and we still have some here in the United States that's still soldiering, but the American Legions from way back is not as strong as they used to be. That you just have some people that want to hold a card and don't want to do anything, but you got a chosen few that try to do everything. But it's impossible, but it is possible. And just like I said, if you got one American Legion that is doing great, one is doing terribly bad, and another one is just holding on, you should put it all in that bowl and mix it up. It should be like biscuits. When you add that yeast, everything should rise. So it's not about me, it's not about I, it should be about we, Stars and Stripes.
Well, the word veteran, a lot of times, once you've served, it's in you for life. And again, you've got other people that you want to share this with. And it's hard to understand people that don't understand that.
That's right. And Kenny, like I say, day per day, I get up and, sometimes I want to quit, but like I said, a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. And it's an all volunteer army. The American Legion is 100% volunteer. So when one is, if Kenny and Spoonie are doing something, we are representing the whole host or either getting a thing like that. So it's not it's a pride thing, but it's a thing that's been instilled. It's just like you. I mean, you're an older Air Force vet too, and so. But like I say, you know that we brothers, and just like last week, a guy had asked me. He said, "I'm not a post member, but I would like to join American Legion, but I was told that 167 is a black post." And I said, well, I'm gonna stop you right here. It's no such thing. If you're a veteran, you're a veteran. Right. You know, and then, but like I say, people can pick and choose where they want to go. I mean, and my advice to any veteran out there, just join some posts. And if you don't want to join a post, there's a thing called, I think it's, what is it, Post 200?
Post 200.
It's Post 200 where you're not actually in a post, but you do have a card. So as long as you can present that card and say, I am a member of the American Legion. I mean, it's a very proud honor for me, and I'm quite sure you and a whole lot of other ones is, you know, it's just proud to say that I'm a member of the American Legion.
Well, we're in post 120, 167 right now, Abraham Lincoln Post. But you've saved this post. I know you don't want to tell the whole story on you, but it was going under, and basically you took it over on your own.
Yeah. Well. I mean, I'll be honest with you that we kept our charter and everything, and to be honest with you, Post 167 did lose this building, and fortunately, we had some investors who come in. They gave us a chance, and then unfortunately, the investors ended up with it, and I had an opportunity to actually lease this post. But the reason it's still Post 167 is because our members agreed to still call it 167. They still have their members here and everything, and meetings and things. So it's still our post.
And you still rent the building out?
Yes. I mean everything. We're still a nonprofit organization. We rent the building. Everything still stays the same, but we do not have ownership of the building. It's leased, and so. But like I said, it's still. We got to do everything still by the books. With the members have to vote on this right here, because otherwise, if we lost the whole thing, then all we had is a charter and no home. And so I just put this wagon up on my back and pulled it, and still pulling it. But we still have a few people who come around and help out. But if they don't, it's as long as I got breath in my body and I got the power to do it, it still will be Post 167.
Well, you inherited some skills too beyond the Air Force, and that's called cooking. So
Well, you know, I'm gonna kind of back up a little bit. After I got out of the Air Force, I come from Thailand, and they sent me to Ellsworth Air Force Base. And of course, Ellsworth Air Force Base was a very cold environment.
Alaska.
No, that was in South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Rapid City, South Dakota. And like I said, my intention was to go in and do 20 years and retire. Well, when I got up there in June, and it was so much snow and cold, and I said, well, I'm gonna go on and pull my tour up here. And then I prayed on it, and then I joined the Army. In fact, I got out of the Air Force on a Friday, and then I joined the Army on a Monday, and I came home for about 5 months on the I think it's what you call it, delayed entry program, and I stayed out for a while, and then I went to Fort Leonard, Missouri, Minuteman training, and then I went to Fort Lee, and then I came on to Fort Campbell, and I stayed there until '79. And unfortunately, I had a bad accident, and that's when I got out. And so that's how I come on 100%, because I had a bad accident. It was in '78 of August, and I had a bad accident on the WK Parkway. And just like I said, God, he pulled me through it, and then after that, I got out, I started working. But just like you said about the cooking, Pearl Hawk, he kind of molded me real good, and he said, boy, look here, if you don't do anything in life, at least that you can feed somebody. and so I really inherited a great thing. I miss my grandfather. Unfortunately, the family, after all of the older people had died out, it was passed on down, and some had money, some didn't have money, some had knowledge, and some didn't want to do anything. And so, of course, the chemistry it just kind of faded out. But still, I mean, I'm here at the Legion, and I do here cooking, and I cater and all that stuff like that. So I still got a little life in me.
Uncle Spoonie's knuckle-looking chicken. Now, you don't forget the name.
Yeah. Like I said, I played around one day, and I had a friend down in Shreveport, and he was stationed in Barksdale, and he's still my big brother. And I called him, and he got talking about chicken, and he said, "You ought to start fried chicken and call it knuckle-licking chicken." And then, so of course, they called me Spoonie, and so I said, I'm getting older. So I put the uncle to it. So I started calling it Uncle Spoonies, and I tell you, it just took off, and people see me in town, and I'm in my old truck, and they said, "Do you have any chicken?" I said, "No, not in the truck. Health department's not going to let that happen," but that is one of my favorite dishes out there, and plus I do a lot of other things.
We got barbecue also.
Yeah.
I've had it all, and it's all great.
Yeah. We have fried chicken, baked chicken. We have frog legs, catfish, shrimp, and the whole 9 yards, anything. So anybody who wants to have a wedding reception or either just a private party or something like that, like I said, it's no job too big or too small. The uncle does it all.
And what's your number?
My number is area code 502-644-3670, right here in Washington.
All right. Well, like I said, veteran, American Legion, chef. I mean, we can all kinds of
just like I said, to make all of that happen, it starts from being a veteran on down. But just like I said, I know a lot of people say, well, there's no more American Legion than 167. So I'm here in living color to let everybody know Post 167 is still alive. The flag is still flying. Like I tell people, I love that flag flying on that pole instead of on my casket. But one day it's going to be on that casket, but anyway, but yes, so I'm going to say not I, not me, but we are still here.
Life well lived. Greg Spoonie Rogers, appreciate you being with us today, appreciate your service to the country. Still serving. People don't realize, even when you get out, the service doesn't end there.
That's right. It keep on keeping on.
All right, well, thank you very much. Appreciate you tuning in today. And we're going to highlight veterans every week right here on Channel 6 TV. So if you know a veteran or you are one, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you. Got Greg Spoonie Rogers here with us today, Air Force and Army veteran and American Legion Post 167. And got that knuckle-licking chicken and catering. Give him a call. So stick around. A lot more to come right here on Channel 6 TV.